If you have a marriage green card interview coming up, these are 3 things you absolutely should not say at the interview. The first thing is not to try to create the perfect love story. Tell your story. If you got married at the courthouse and it was just you and your partner and your dog, that's fine. You don't need a 200-person wedding, matching outfits, or this fake movie-like love story to come off as a bona fide couple. So just be real, be consistent, and tell your actual story, whatever that may be. The second thing you have to be careful of is something called dual intent. One of the things officers always ask about is your last entry into the US and how you entered. There are certain visas that allow for temporary visits. So officers are going to look for whether you violated that intent, whether you had the intention to stay permanently at the time of entry. So this is one of those things that you absolutely have to go over with your attorney. If an officer sees that someone enters with a tourist visa, gets married a week later, and then files their green card application a week after that, that can be problematic. The third thing actually sounds counterintuitive. So if a couple is not living together, they shouldn't pretend as though they are living together. I've had many clients that were living apart at the time of the interview for various legitimate reasons: school, work, family emergency. And I encourage my clients to tell that truth at the interview. If you pretend as though you're living together when you're not, that can backfire in a big way. So just be honest about your living situation. You'll have to explain why it's temporary, and it will raise more questions, but living apart doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is fraudulent. I have a ton of other videos on the channel that help with the marriage green card interview, so I encourage you to check those out, and good luck.